through. Oh, wait, there is a monitor. There's a monitor down there. I can see my face. Oh, wow, that's great. I'm a terrible. All right, open up the floor.
Okay, let's see.
Where is right here? Okay.
When you retire, who do you pass the company on to?
Okay, I have to make an explanation. I know I look to you like the most perfect physical specimen you could ever meet. But unfortunately, my hearing isn't as good as it used to be. So when you ask the question through the mic, it sounds blurred to me. So this lovely young lady is going to repeat the question to me, and I hope I can understand what she says. When I retire, I don't intend to retire. Actually, it's a public company, so when I do retire, the stockholders will own it all. They better do a good job, let me tell you.
For everyone here, that we all love you.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you. And I love all of you except the DC fans, of course.
So we came from North Carolina to come see you, and my son Averson in the audience back here is one of your biggest fans. Wayne.
There he is. Hi there, baby. But I have to tell you, I have to correct you, though. Don't be angry, but I happen to be my biggest fan. Don't be kidding.
You've done so much throughout your career. Are there things that you have on your list of things to do that aren't in production, aren't made yet, or aren't tangible enough? What are you ready to see done? What are you ready to see that's not in production that you haven't had a chance to do in your career?
Gee, I've had a chance to do about everything, I guess, except I haven't had a starring role in a movie.
Let's make it happen.
Oh wait, here's something else that you can do. You people are very influential because in numbers there is strength. What I want you to do is contact the Film Academy, the Hollywood, whoever gives out the Oscars, whoever they are. And I want you to tell them it is time they had an Oscar for the best cameo of the year. I wouldn't have any competition, they'd have to give it to me. So that's my next thing. I had an order from my publisher. I worked for a publisher at the time. And he said, Stan, the Fantastic Four is selling pretty well, and whatever other book we had. He said, come up with a new superhero for me. I want to do another superhero. So I went home and I started thinking, now, when you come up with a superhero, really the first thing you have to figure is, why is he a superhero? What power does he have? So I was thinking, what power can I give a new superhero? We already had the Fantastic Four, and we had a girl who was invisible and had a force field. We had a guy who could burst into flame and fly, a guy whose body stretched, and a guy who was the strongest man of all. What was left? So I'm thinking, and I see a fly on the wall. And I said, gee, what if I had a hero who could stick to walls like an insect? And I thought, that's not bad. Well, what do I call him? Fly Man? That didn't sound dramatic. Insect Man? Didn't sound heroic. We went down the list. Mosquito Man? And then I said, Spider Man. Oh boy, that sounded scary. It sounded dramatic. Then I figured, I'll make him a teenager, because there hadn't been any teenage superheroes. That would make him really different. And then, just for fun, I figured I'll give him a lot of personal problems. He'll worry about money, he's not that popular with girls, all kind of things. That'll make him different. Well, I was so excited about that idea, I ran into my publisher, and I told him. And he said to me, that is the worst idea. He said, Stan, You can't call a character Spider-Man because people hate spiders. You can't make him a teenager. A teenager can only be a sidekick. And you can't give him personal problems if he's a superhero. Don't you know what a superhero is? So naturally, I was not too encouraged. But I had the idea in my mind, I didn't want to let it go, and we were killing the magazine. We had a book called Amazing Fantasy, and we were going to kill it. The last issue was about to be published. Now, when you put out the last issue of a magazine, nobody cares what's in it. It's the last issue, the book is dying. So just for fun, I put Spider-Man in that issue and featured him on the cover. A month later, all the sales figures came into the office. And my publisher rushed over to me and he said, Stan, do you remember that character Spider-Man of yours that we both loved so much? I swear. He said, let's make a series of them. And that's how Spidey was born.